Since a lot of you are new to Unreal Engine, let me show you some basics of navigating around. And there's a lot of different ways to do the same things, but I'll just show you some of it. The navigation works somewhat like Max, but sometimes the buttons are a little bit mixed up. My center mouse wheel is used for zooming in and out. If I hold it down like a center button and drag right, it pans right. Drag left, it pans left. If you hold down the right button, then it looks in various different directions, like the look around tool. There's other things you can do, like when you're in this mode, you can hold down W, and that will move forward like it does while you're in the game. And you can hold down the right mouse button and look in any direction as you're moving forward, like this. So that's one way to get around. You can, of course, go back, side to side. Now another important thing is if you select something and hit F, let me try that again. Here, let's select it over here. F focuses right there on the atmospheric fog, skylight, right there. And those are just the icons that represent that. Camera, hit F, it focuses. Then you can look around. Okay, so that's some of the basics of how to get around in here. There's other ways as well. You might find those more efficient. Plenty of videos and things online, tutorials about navigation in here. This will help you get started in just getting around doing the basics. Now let me tell you a little bit about the UI. The UI has different panels here. This one is the Modes panel, and what we're going to use a lot here is the Place tab in the Modes panel. And here you can see the different things you can place. They call these actors. So you can take, let's see, a basic empty character actor. Just drag it from there and it will place it in your scene. If you hit delete, it'll take it out. Now you'll notice if I place this in here, it immediately puts it into the world outliner over here, and that's this tab. And here you can organize this in various different ways, by label, by type. But everything in your scene will be here, just like the Scene Manager, Scene Navigator in 3ds Max. And the eyeball on the left turns it on and off. You can, of course, select multiples by holding down Shift, turning things on and off like that. Things are grouped and nested, which is nice. That comes as part of the template. Here you have your Details panel, which if you select something, it will give you all the parameters that you can set within that object. Over here you have the Content Browser, which is basically just a browser for your entire scene. Here you can see this is the content that's within our project, and these are different folders that have even more folders within them. So in Geometry, for example, we have a Meshes folder. If you go into there, we have some basic meshes that are in this template, and you can drag from straight from there. And of course it puts it 1 meter cube static mesh actor in your world outliner. So we can turn that on and off like that, or delete it like that. And of course hit F to focus on it like that. So that's basic navigation. Of course we have these tools up here, which we will use often. There's a save button. The other thing we'll use up here a lot is the build and the play buttons. I'll show you more about that as we go along. We have our regular file menus up top. And here this will look familiar to you as well. This is a lot like Max, where you can do things like show stats. Okay, you can change what the view is, so you can go to top view, left view, like so. In these orthographic views, I'm holding down the right button to pan around. You can still focus like that. Okay, perspective, go back to that. And you can see lit, unlit, wireframe mode, detail lighting. So these are all different view modes that we have. A lot like 3ds Max, like shaded or wireframe, etc. So those will be helpful to you. You can show different things in here. Like you can show the collision objects, or you can turn them off. These are all things that you have to explore and find exactly how you want to use Unreal Engine. But that's the basics. That should give you enough to get around in here. And if you just follow me, hopefully you won't get lost. If you do, just contact me on Udemy, send me an email, whatever, and I'll help you out as always.